Race fans to Homestead, Miami for the season finale of the IAA Xfinity Series, the 23 Summer Series. Before we get fired up, present this award to Wesley Crump for a $50 award winner for winning the most poles of the season for the entire season. Congratulations, Crump, on that one. So as these cars have finished qualifying, gridding up, I'm gonna take you down through the field. Starting off on the pole is going to be Kyle Hardy, and outside of him, front row is going to be Wesley Crump. Row 2 is going to have Noah Samples and Bernard Person. Row 3, Dustin German and James Rotruck. Row 4, Darren Bruce, Alan Duggar. Row 5 is going to be Brian Beach with Sean Freeman. Row 6, Chad Meadows. Row 7 is going to be Randy Bashirs and George Fehrenbacher. Row 8, Blaine Driggers, Richard Swavely. Row 9 is going to be Chris Spencer with Kevin Roy on his outside. Row 10, Colin Bester and Marshall Taylor. And bringing up the rear of the field is going to be Jimmy Emos. So that's going to be your starting lineup. Kyle Hardy, your current points leader. He's just about got it about locked up for bringing that championship home tonight. See on the back of his car, the IAA champion from last season. So Hardy looking to be the champion at the end of tonight. The question is he going to be able to win the race, or is he going to be challenged? Crump up front there showed a lot of strength this year with several wins already. And the green flag is out. Wesley Crump with a great start initially. Got to take the high side. Hardy down low. Looks like Road Truck pushing 3 wide already with that 27 of Samples down low. Bernard Person up high. He's going to clear Road Truck. Now he's getting next to Hardy on that high side as they're going to head down into turn 3. Wesley Crump with a good little lead out front ahead of Person and Hardy. Start looking a little further back. Duggar outside of Noah Samples. Side by side heading down the front stretch. They go across the line, grabbing lap number 2 of 100 here tonight at Homestead. Got a whole gaggle of cars here. Dustin German in that 66 car, new name this week. Great to see a good, healthy car count out here for the finale this week. Chad Meadows in that 1. Randy Bashir is trying to make his way up on the outside of Colin Bester. And back up towards the front. Crump continues to lead. Person is going to clear Hardy for that second place. Hardy's looking on the low side. He's got to take the lower line. Person preferring the high side. And just behind them, we got Duggar and Road Truck side by side. Now another side-by-side battle here is series veterans Richard Swavely in that 32 car by the one of Chad Meadows. Battling side-by-side, heading down to the turn one. Brian Beach inside of Sean Freeman. So they head down the backstretch. Looks like that four of Darren Bruce. Trying to make a little bit of a pass on the 66 car. Gonna back it down. And Crump still with a healthy lead up front. Ooh, 66, a little bit of trouble coming off of the corner. Side by side with Bruce. Bruce is going to close that gap on Road Truck. Not enough to make a move as they come off of turn 2 and head down the backstretch. Great race we've had so far. So just on lap 5 of 100. Side by side is that 66 of German. Darren Bruce on the outside. They were almost pushing 3 wide with Duggar. Coming off turn 4. And down the front stretch again. Freeman running right up against the wall. Spencer up on that wall. The driver's trying to keep that car right up on the high line. Close to the wall to gain some speed. Trying to keep the momentum up coming out of the corner. And 27 is making a pass on Road Truck. Like, oh, Crump is getting passed by Bernard Person. Take a look back, they're continuing to battle. Looks like right here, he just shoots down on the low side. And he's going to continue to battle with Crump. Crump's fighting down low. Neck and neck as they come off of turn 2 down the backstretch. Road Truck looks like the back end come out of his car just a bit. Person's currently able to hold off Crump. Crump's still fighting hard on the low side though. Hardy back there just waiting patiently in 3rd place. Just trying to keep a good night together, go for that win, but overall, big picture is bringing that championship trophy home tonight. Side-by-side racing with German samples. And German's going to clear samples in that 27 car. Fehrenbacher and Beach. Fehrenbacher making that pass down low. Yeah, one to show some pretty good speed. We see him up at the front. I'd expect him to be making his way up through the field towards the 8 laps to go. We got plenty of time here. As these front two are still battling side by side. Crump holding that low line. Bernard Person staying up high. on board with Kyle Hardy. You can watch these two battling just in front of him. Those two just fighting hard, and we can see lap car Jimmy Emos coming up quickly as we're rolling through turn 4. Down the front stretch now. Both cars making those lines just work for them. And Crump almost clears Person. He decides to not try to slam the door and block. Crump growing that lead over Person by 4/10 at the moment. I think Hardy's trying to run up on the high side right behind Person. Maybe going to get a little bit of a draft off of him. Pick up some speed. Emo's staying out of the way. That lap car right there. Darren Bruce is going to have to make his way past as they come through 1 and 2. 3 wide. Emo's keeping that car down on the low side. Fehrenbacher now up to 8th position. Staying right on the tail of that 66 car. Now getting out of his line. He's going to send it down on the low side, but what's going to happen with this lap car right here in the middle? It's like they might be able to just catch him on the back stretch. No, he's going to end up in the corner with him. But Brian Beach and Samples right there side by side. Now Beach trying to make a pass. We're about to go 3 wide. Are they going to push this? Someone going to back off. We're 3 wide. Three wide is German, Swavely, and Samples as they head down to turn 1 now. They've backed off. No longer 3. They now get by that lap car of Emos. Side by side up here, Darren Bruce and James Rotruck. Hardy has taken 2nd place from Person. See here, Hardy making that pass on the low side. Very nice, clean pass. Gonna slide it up in front of Person. Oh, he's not. And down and through turn 4. And now Hardy's gonna be able to slide it up in front of him and clear him for 2nd. Coming down the back stretch one more time, side by side, Duggar and Bruce. Duggar with the advantage going to the corner, but Bruce sends it in deep. Duggar going to be able to carry that momentum coming off the corner. He does. Marshall Taylor, Chad Meadows. Jason Spear, teammates with Bernard Person. Couple of side-by-side battles. Well, Fehrenbach looks like he's about clear of Bruce. Oh, close to contact with Person and Row Truck. Person's starting to fall back now as Fehrenbacher's going to get past him as well. Person back to 5th. In danger of falling outside the top 5. As here comes Darren Bruce on the low side. Bruce going to fall back in line behind Person for the time being. Here, Colin Bester catching up to that 83 and 66. Maybe looking to get into that fight. On forward with Randy Bashirs. You see this battle happening out in front of them. In front of him, excuse me. They're pushing 3 wide. Bester, Spear, and Samples. Excuse me. Yeah. German customers. Couple new names, forgive me. Take a bit to get everybody down. Heck. This is the last race of the season. I'm sure we'll have plenty of new names next season to learn as well. Bruce going to clear Person off the corner. That's going to knock Bernard Person outside of the top 5 now. On board in the back bumper of Chris Spencer. Spencer being one of those cars we've been seeing up against the wall all night long. On his right front, see how close he's really getting to that wall. Not pushing it as high as we have seen him, maybe Warren trying to keep it away from the wall a little bit more. Kind of looks like he has smacked the wall. A little damage on that right front right there. Still getting right to that wall. We'll follow him through one more corner here too. With the high lines, you saw our camera kind of went into the wall. There it is right there. So he's pushing right up to the wall. And man, awful close as he comes off a turn too. So just try and get a look at on board these guys riding right up to the wall. Looks like Fehrenbacher has just gotten past Row Truck. That is for 3rd place. So Fehrenbacher, I said it maybe 10-15 minutes ago. Fehrenbacher, I know we're going to see him up front. He's good at these type of tracks at least. And Yeah, definitely gonna be one to watch out for that win. Crump out front continuing to lead. 7/10 over Hardy in second place, our championship points leader. Trying to go back-to-back championships tonight for the IAA Xfinity Series. Pretty healthy lead over second place. Second place is Fehrenbacher. And looks like there's a 56. 54. I think it's 50-point difference between Hardy and Fehrenbacher. So Hardy's got this thing just about wrapped up. Instead, just trying to put a clean run together. Of course, still going to try and go for that win. Man, Hardy was close to the wall on that time by. Little further down in the points behind them, Fehrenbacher in second now, and Duggar in third. There's only 1 point separating those two, so Duggar trying to edge out Fehrenbacher to take second in the overall points finish. Duggar currently running in 7th place. Fehrenbacher, as we know, up there in 3rd. So Fehrenbacher's going to need to just keep it ahead of Duggar, and he should be able to keep that 2nd place spot in these championship points. Like Spencer may have moved his line down just a tad. He's running about the middle line now. And looks like we got some green flag pit stops going on here. Shears, Beach, Roy, Meadows, Taylor. It's like Road Truck, Bruce, Person. Let's pull up our graphic here. So it's looking like we have had Bruce, Road Truck, Person, Spear, Freeman, German, Samples, Driggers. Oh, Fehrenbacher noses it into the wall on pit road. Not good for Fehrenbacher. Oh, got some damage to the right front on that car as well. It is not what he needs in a green flag stop. Let's back it up a little bit and see what just happened there. And down pit road just fine. Locks it up and it kicks left. Kind of odd. Can't get that car backed up. I stalled it, having trouble getting it fired back up. So he has to back way up pit road. Maybe not way, but a lot more than you should be having to. And gets it back into the pit box and back out he is. Let's see, Fehrenbacher in 17th right now. Let's see, is he on the lead lap? No, currently not on the lead lap. But top 3 have not pitted yet. It's like Swavely in the 4th position on pit road right now. So Bester, Crump, and Hardy. Oh, here comes Hardy and Crump. Ooh, Crump locks up the wheels. Hopefully he didn't get a speeding penalty right there. We have to keep an eye on him, see if he comes back in and has to serve something. Bester's going to take the lead and go around, continue to go around up front there. Hardy and Crump both in their pit boxes. Hardy and Crump both off pit road. I want to take a look back and see how they entered pit lane. We caught it at just the end as they were coming in, but it almost looked like Hardy might have shot past Crump. Could be wrong. Alright, so Hardy makes the pass. Whoa, very loose off of 2. Hardy's loose in the corner. Up high. Whoa. That was sketchy. Sends it down there, gives it a little lockup. All that happening right in front of Bruce. Colin Bester continuing to lead. So looks like, unfortunately, Fehrenbacher is going to end up staying a lap down. We have 12 cars on the lead lap, Spencer being the last one. So it looks like, yeah, Bester is the only car that has not yet pitted. It's got a 22-second lead over Bruce in that 4. Not sure if he's just going to try and continue running as long as that fuel window will go. Hardy and Crump currently in 7th and 8th. Waiting for the waiting to be the last ones on pit road. Cost him a bit of time there. So they're gonna have to make their way back up through the fields. It honestly shouldn't be too much of a problem for these guys, as they've showed so much speed tonight. And quite honestly, just about every week. You saw at the beginning of the show, Crump getting that award, the IAA Most Poles of the Year award, $50 to Wesley Crump. Congratulations again to him. Pretty cool these guys put together some stuff like that in this series. Most polls in a year, and just some awards through the year, recognizing more than just a points champion. A little extra cash bonus payout. Colin Bester here on pit road. So while we're on the subject of discussing the league itself, as we said, this is the last race of the season. They will be recruiting for next season, so make sure you check these guys out. IAA, that's the International Asphalt Association. Xfinity Series, they're starting up a truck series too that'll also be here on 1-5 Studios on Thursdays when their season starts in, I believe, maybe a month, maybe a few months. Not completely sure of when they're going to fire that up, but make sure you check these guys out if you want to join in on the racing action. International Asphalt Association. This guy's going to be recruiting for next season, so make sure you check them out if you want to get in with a group of guys that good, clean running. knows what they're doing. Well-run league. Hardy trying to make the pass on German. Crump already up to second. Hardy, as we know, we watch him every week. Not always the best right out the gate, or surge out front initially, fall back, and come back up in a bit. But here he is. Looks like he's almost, I don't want to say struggling, but in comparison to Crump, maybe struggling to get up through the field as fast. But I'm sure that as time progresses on, those tires get even warmer and warmer, Hardy will be sending further and further up towards the front, as we just saw him pass German. So now Hardy up in the top 5. Road Truck up there in third, Crump second. Darren Bruce is the current leader with a 5-second lead over Wesley Crump. Crump slowly chipping away at that lead. Let's take you through the fields. Currently sitting in first place is Darren Bruce in that 4 car. Second, Wesley Crump. Road Truck is in third position. Hardy currently running 4th. Bernard Person up in 5th place. Dustin German running 6th. Jason Spears 7th. Noah Samples is in 8th. Brian Beach running 9th. Richard Swavely holding up the top 10. Randy Brashears is in 11th. Chris Spencer 12th. Alan Duggar is running 13th. Fehrenbacher is up into 14th with that heavy damage on the left front from the incident on pit road. Sean Freeman 15th. Chad Meadows is running the 16th. 17th is currently Marshall Taylor. 18th is Colin Bester. 19th, Blaine Driggers. 20th is Kevin Roy. And 21st is going to be Jimmy Emos. So that's going to be your current running order as Crump continues to further chip away at that lead, the gap behind Bruce, as he's down to 3.5 seconds now. Side-by-side action, Brian Beach and Jason Spear. Crump down to 2.5 seconds behind Bruce. Kyle Hardy's made his way up to third. Got a bit of a gap, almost 3.5 seconds, somewhere in there. Behind Crump in second place, so he's going to have to close that gap up. Emo's loose off the corner, great save. Got a whole gaggle of cars right here. Driggers on the outside. Driggers is off the lead lap. That's Brian Beach making his way down low. Beach up in fifth, having a good run. Swavely getting past Person. I'm going to be trying to make his way on the outside of that lap car, Jim Emos. Bruce seeing Crump getting bigger and bigger in his rearview mirror. Not what he wants. It's just a matter of time before Crump can get right up to his back bumper and try to start making moves. Samples riding up against the wall on the high side. Looks like he's got some damage on the right. One of them stripes from the wall. Spencer continuing to run up on the high line. Fehrenbacher back on the lead lap, but big gap. Almost 18 seconds behind first place. So not what Fehrenbacher needed. That pit stop really screwed him, for her lack of a better word. Like Person on pit road. Lap 60, we got 40 laps to go. Swavely and Beach side by side. So Beach is gonna get by Swavely. He's gonna knock Swavely out of the top 5 at this point. Slavey's gonna fight back on the low side though. Beach still with the advantage going down the straight and into turn 1 as Swavely's gonna edge his nose out. They're side by side, neck and neck. Ryan Beach sending it right up against the wall. Swavely painting the low line. Again, still side by side as they go down the backstretch and into 3. Swavely drifts it up and road truck in the wall. It's like Swavely was about to slide in front of Beach, but road truck gets into the wall. Hardy closing in as well. Hardy just 4 seconds back from the leader, Darren Bruce. Crump chasing down Bruce. That gap's just closing and closing. Beach has gotten by road truck after road truck struck the wall, coming out of 4. Colin Becker, after leading a handful of laps, the green flag pit cycles, now back in 14th. We got pit stops for Shears. Oh, Hardy's in too. So Hardy's going to be an early pit this time. That is probably going to allow him to gain a bit of time on Crump and Bruce, even if they bring it in within the next few laps. Hardy should still be able to make up enough time to get right up to, probably up to the lead, passing Crump and Bruce once green flag stops cycle through. So Hardy's going to be taking 4 tires. For Shears, 4 tires. German and Spencer, and ooh, Spencer went in quick. Hopefully he didn't get a speeding penalty. Samples on pit road. Seems like Crump kind of stalled out as far as closing the gap on Bruce. He made up a lot of time pretty quickly, but now just kind of hanging out around the 1 second back mark. Just kind of going back and forth a little bit. You can see he's here. Then he kind of loses it off the corner. Oh, here we go. He's going to bring that thing down in the pit road now. Contact with Marshall. Brian Beach on pit road. Jason Spears already halfway down. Marshall Taylor, as we saw. Oh, overshoots the pit box. Has to back it up twice. That's going to cost him a bit. Back in 17th. Crump on pit road. Here comes Darren Bruce, your leader. Let's see what Swavely's going to do. If he's going to opt to stay out right now and lead this lap. Road Truck's going to be currently in second. So we got Duggar on pit road. It seems like these green flag pit stops are a lot more spread out as far as how many cars are coming down the pit road at one time. First one, here comes Swavely. First green flag stop, we seem to just have everybody come in within 3 or so laps of each other. Now we're just kind of having 1, 2 spit off here and there. Let's see, looks like Swavely's there right now. Fehrenbacher, Bester, Road Truck, they have to pit. Duggar, Roy, and we just saw Bruce just pitted. And here comes Road Truck now. Fehrenbacher hitting pit road. So it's going to put Bester back out front, leading one more time. See, is he going to stay out, or is he going to just bring this thing down to pit road with everyone else right now? And he's going to continue to stay out and lead for the time being. Hardy up to second, 18 seconds back. But now, as we're saying, when Hardy came down onto the pit road talking about how he's probably going to gain some time by being one of the early pitters, you can see now Colin Bester is the current leader. However, he still needs to pit, so we're looking at essentially Kyle Hardy now being the leader, pitting a couple laps ahead of Bruce and Crump. That allowed him to pass Bruce and Crump by being just a few seconds a lap, or tenths of seconds, whatever it is, the fractions of the seconds per lap faster than those two. Bruce is passing Hardy for the lead back, and looks like Crump is going to as well. At least make the effort on the high side. We've said it time and time again, Hardy kind of falls off just a tad in the beginning of the run and then comes alive, so I don't think we're definitely not seeing the last of Hardy yet. Colin Bester continuing to click off laps up here in the front. I'm going to remind you that this is not a playoff style series. Xfinity, they do not do the playoff format. They do a traditional Winston Cup points, as you could say. So Hardy does not have to win this to win the championship. We've talked about he's pretty the walk, just trying to put a good race together, but he doesn't have to win. So he's not really feeling the pressure of needing to be in front of Bruce and Crump and Bruce. Besser still has not pitted yet. It's 8 seconds ahead of Darren Bruce. Closing that gap quickly, of course. Of course, because Besser on old tires. And the only one not to have pitted the second cycle of green flag stops. We talked about it plenty of times that Spencer is doing a great job being one of those drivers that keeps it up against the wall. We saw a little bit of damage on his right side, but hardly any. Take a look. Yeah, no, he's pretty clean there. And crossover Swavely. Yeah, looks like he wants to do it. Not quite clear. We're talking about Fehrenbacher earlier. Said he usually seems to make his way towards the front and can be an absolute contender as the one gets into the wall. Fernbacher can definitely be a contender, but it seems like he's just got such bad luck. Wrong place, wrong time. Happens to him all the time. Maybe not all the time. It's frequent enough where we've seen him work his way up to the front and get, wrapped up in someone else's mess, as I call, or you just made that mistake on pit road, ending up in the wall, costing him plenty, unfortunately. But let's see, he is on the lead lap and making decent time. However, unless a caution were to come out, I don't see much opportunity. Everybody's so spread out. We have gone. Let's see. We got 17 laps to go. We've gone all green. And our person holding down 5th place. German in that 66 car doing a great job bringing that up to 6th. Randy Brashears. You saw Richard Swavely getting by him. Got Beach and Spencer side by side. Coming off of turn 4 now. Road truck on the low side of Spear. Spear going to fight back on the high side. Is he going to be able to keep the spot? Doesn't look like it. Road truck going to slide up in front of him. And Road truck takes 11th. Go, Road Truck, Spencer, Beach, all looking to get in a bit of a battle right here for 9th place. Here we go, Bruce has caught up to Bester. And here he goes, making the pass on the low side. Bester going to keep up out of the way, knowing he's on the old tires. Bruce gets by with no problem. So Darren Bruce is back in the lead. Wondering how long Bester is going to try and make it. He knows he's going to lose some spots over the next 13 laps, but if he were to go and get fuel, tires, any of that, then they'll probably knock him off the lead lap. Road truck looking to make him pass on Brashears. Stuck the nose out, but he's not quite to him. Just going to hang where he is. Maybe try to get a little bit of a run off the corner. And it looks like he's got one. What's he going to do with it? He's poking down low. Spencer's poking underneath the Beach. Those two are side by side as well. Right here, Brashears, Road Truck. Brashears keep it on the high side. Road Truck disappears for a second. He's going to be able to clear him. He is. Road Truck slides it up in front of Brashears. Spencer and Beach still side by side, heading down into turn 3. And here we go, Bester on pit road now. He's going to give up those top positions Let's see, is he going to just grab some fuel or is he going to take tires too? Alright, we got right sides going on. And there goes the left side of the car. So Bester's going to take the time to take all 4 tires, and he is off. Looks like that's going to kick him back to 15th place. Thinking he was probably going to run out of fuel. So potential strategy not panning out for Bester. Darren Bruce with a almost 2-second lead over Crump. Actually starting to grow that lead now. As Crump is falling back, or Bruce just turning some great laps. Hardy back there in 3rd. He is 5.5 back. Inside the 10 to go mark. Darren Bruce hits the line with 8 to go. Darren Bruce with just 1 win this season. 5 top 5s, 12 top 10s. Currently sitting in 5th position in points. See Crump coming off the corner. I don't think Crump's going to have anything for Bruce. Bruce is growing that lead unless he makes a mistake. But just a couple laps ago, we were saying Crump was 2 seconds back. Now he's 2.4, almost 2.5 seconds back. Seven to go. Bruce growing that lead over Crump. Hardy hanging tight back in 3rd place. Beach and Spencer continuing to battle. As Bernard Parsons going to be up on the high line. What's that going to do to Spencer? Oh, Spencer had a lift just a tad right there, I believe. As he caught up with Person as they were in the corner on the high line. Wasn't working for him. Spencer's going to have to send it just a bit lower. They're going to push it 3 wide. No, he's not quite to the point of pushing it that... Oh, Spencer gets loose off the corner. Now side by side is Beach and Person. Oh, road truck into the wall. Loose off the corner, collects it. Hardy getting awful loose. And that's 75. Marshall Taylor. Truck gonna battle for this 5th position. See what's gonna happen. 4 laps to go. They're gonna be able to make the move on Road Truck. For a minute there, some connection issues. Spencer trying to get by Person on the low side. Spencer needing that top line to be his quickest, and Person taking that line away from him. Spencer trying to get into the top 10 for the final race of the season. 3 laps to go. Bester going to be making his way by Crump on the outside. Looks like Swavely has fallen back a bit from Road Truck. 2 to go. White flag right here. Next flag is going to end this one. Darren Bruce got one more straightaway and 2 turns left. Park that thing in victory lane tonight here at Homestead, Miami. Darren Bruce going to bring it through turn 3 and 4 one more time. That checkered flag is in the air, and Darren Bruce is going to be your winner. Bruce picking up the final win of the season. And Kyle Hardy is going to be your champion. Bruce burning it down. Win number 2 for this season. Gonna put that one on the shelf and enjoy it over the off season. Looks like Hart maybe just gonna let Bruce have a bit of fun on his own here. Oh, there we go. Start lighting it up. All right, we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with our top finishers and our champion, who of course is a top finisher. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Homestead, Miami. We got our top finishers here. Let's start off with let's actually start off with our winner. Darren Bruce parking it in victory lane tonight. First of all, congratulations on that big win, showing great strength tonight. Towards the end there, pulling away from Crump. Tell us about it.
Thank you. It was good that it was a long green run. That's the kind of racer I am. I like the long runs. I kind of got a lot of dirty air there in the beginning. I got caught on the inside. I counted for like 20 laps before I could ever get up off the bottom, and that kind of killed my tires to begin with, and let Kyle and Wesley get out front. And then I had to pull a little bit of pit strategy and short pit them a little bit to get caught back up with them. And once we got caught back up, we just kind of got in a good groove and did our thing and drove away.
Well, this is your second win of the season, so that's a nice milestone. And taking this one for the final race of the season, so you get to enjoy this one over the entire off season. That's always nice to go out on a high note. Tell us
Oh,
about
oh
tell us
yeah,
about your
absolutely.
yeah, tell us about how your season went overall. Like I said, you had 2 wins this year.
Well, this is my first year running in the IAA series, and I was just talking to Kyle and Wesley. It's a really great league. Everybody's really respectful, clean. I mean, you saw that tonight. We went green flag to flag. Had a good season. I think I should have done better. I've had a couple I think I let get away from me, Dover in particular, but it's been a good season.
Well, wins, great season for yourself. So congratulations on tonight's win, and enjoy the off season. Thinking about the win for the final race, always a nice one to go out on. Who do you want to thank before we let you go?
I got to thank all my Spear Motorsports teammates, Jason and Bernie. They've been gone for a while, but they were back tonight and brought a new guy in here, Marshall, and he's learning. And good buddy of mine from Dirty South Racing, Reggie Evans. He wasn't here tonight, but just want to thank them guys. Thank you guys for doing the broadcast, and I always thank my wife for letting me do this, and my grandchildren that like watching these broadcasts. I want to say hey to them.
All right. Well, congratulations on the win, Bruce, Darren.
Thank you very much.
All right. Let's bring in Wesley Crump, our second place finisher. Congratulations on the second place tonight. So close towards the end there, and then started to slip a little bit back. What more do you think you could have needed to get that win?
I messed up by not pitting early enough in the first pit stop. We went way too long, and Darren had short pitted a little bit, and I didn't even pay attention to it. I was just running it out, and I should have pitted another lap or two after he did. And he got too big of a lead there that second run, and by the time I got to him, I wore my tires out, and I couldn't get by him. So that ended that, and it's just trying to hold on there. Maybe I get around him, maybe not. Who knows? But he ran a clean race. Can't beat that.
So showing great strength tonight. Just barely unable to get that win. Still a second place. Great podium finish to go out at the end of the season. Carry over the winter season and think about. Uh, as far as your season, you've got 3 wins this season. Just tell us real quick how your season has gone.
It was a good season. It was either really good or really bad. Some finishes and had a little trouble there at the beginning part of the season and got some penalties and whatnot to set me back. But lessons learned on that. We'll move on forward, and next year we'll be trying to, or next season we'll try to be more consistent.
Well, it's my second year or season broadcasting for the IAA, and I've noticed myself too, is this year you've definitely stepped up your game and gotten better, honed your skills even more as you've taken, like I said, 3 wins this season. So, great work on continuing to improve yourself, and it definitely shows.
Yeah, thank you, man. Like to thank WC Sport Fishing and thank you for your broadcast. It's great. Everybody gets to watch it. The ones that watch it, thank you for watching. Keep us going. Thank IAA. They're you know top of the line guys to race for. I mean, who goes in and races for doesn't put any money up. They give us some money for putting up good finishes or most poles or championships, whatever, and that's top notch stuff. So pretty good. Thank you guys.
Yeah, and with that being said, actually, on behalf of the IAA, we want to present you with the most polls of the year for that $50 check. So,
Awesome. Thank you.
and so you just got your sponsor out of the way. So congratulations on the podium for tonight, and congratulations on a great season. So take that off in the off season and enjoy it.
Yeah, we'll get some more practice laps in between now and then and go from there. All right. You have a good evening.
All right, thanks, Wesley. All right, and now your champion, Kyle Hardy. Kyle, congratulations on back-to-back championships for the IAA Xfinity Series. Just blown away. Tell us how you did it. Tell us about your season, first of all, how you got to this point.
Well, it was a tough year. I mean, Road America first lap, I drove it straight into the tires. So I mean, and I don't know how many. I think there's only been a couple people that raced all the races. So, I thought George had. I mean, he had like a 28, 30 point lead on me. And midway through the season, I put in some good races, luckily, and found herself in a good position in the last going into the last five, and just had put together some good races, and it wound up being a championship. So.
Well, take us through the night, how tonight went for you here at Homestead. We saw you having some pretty good speed, putting it on the podium. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I set a pretty good lap there. Obviously, on the bottom and qualifying, I really just wasn't really trying to be too crazy, and it turned out to be a really good lap. But I don't know. The uh, the I'm just not good on pit strategy. I don't know when to pit, when not to pit. But I don't know. It got us pretty good tonight. It just shows how tough the series is.
Absolutely, lots of competition out here. You have 2 wins for the season. And then, as we said, of course, back-to-back championships. How does that feel to have 2 championships back-to-back in your pocket? Case closed. See you later. Have a nice day. Tell us about that. How's that feel?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Any kind of championship racing is fun. I always like racing for points, whether it's playing NASCAR '06 with your buddy years ago, So I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I like racing for points, so it works out.
All right. Well, huge congratulations, of course, on the back-to-back championships, parking it in, well, in that championship for the 23 summer season. Who do you want to thank for helping you get here, Kyle?
Or just the series and everybody broadcasting everything, and just wouldn't be able to race if it wasn't for them. We'd be doing it by ourselves. So if it wasn't for them guys, we wouldn't be doing it. Just like to appreciate it.
All right, well, huge congratulations again, Kyle. Do you go celebrate that well-deserved championship and enjoy this over the off season, carry the momentum into next year? But for the time being, why don't you go enjoy that championship?
Yeah, it'd be nice to race again with the series. Hopefully they put the deal again together and we can try it again. It'd be a lot of fun. It'd be so cool to go three in a row. So we'll just see what happens, and hopefully they get us another series going.
All right, you heard it there. Kyle, how are you thinking about going for a three-peat next year? So congratulations, Kyle. We'll be talking to you next season. So congratulations, take that and go enjoy.
Yep, I appreciate it. Hopefully if we get into the next season, Daytona is always crazy. So we'll just see what kind of point system they have, and be pretty cool to do whatever kind of deal they have. So just looking forward to it. See everybody later on.
All right, congrats again, Kyle.
Yep, thank you. See you, buddy.
Thank you. All right, well, that's going to do it for us here at 1-5 Studios. We'd like to thank you for joining us all season for the IAA Xfinity series and any other series you've been watching on 1-5 Studios. That, with the conclusion of this race, is going to do it for us for a probably at least a few months, something like that. All of the seasons have finally concluded and are taking their short breaks of off seasons. So we will be gone for a short bit. We will be back, so make sure you subscribe so you get that notification when we head back live and these series start back up. And again, we'd like to thank you for joining us all season. We'll be seeing you at the next track.